Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close in on show number 500 in 2 weeks. And this being the third Saturday, Frank Barton is with me as a co-host. And Frank, I've been going back and listening to a lot of the shows over the years, and it's over 10 now that you've been part of this team. So I've found some tapes with you, and your voice hasn't changed, Frank. So and I don't know about the looks since we don't care on radio, but it sounds good. I appreciate you being part of the team, Frank. And you know this next guest. Who doesn't know this next guest? You know, he's been on Outdoors with Larry Ray for ever since had a chance to meet him before he did the Source to the Sea paddle, and he's been on the Appalachian Trail, and he's been everywhere, and he just completed another one of his journeys, so to speak. And Frank, you know this guy, I know this guy, and we want to welcome the gray-bearded adventurer himself, Dale Sanders. Good morning, Dale.
Well, good morning, Larry, and all you guys there.
Well, Dale, we talked before we went on the show recently, and I know the last time you were here, you were in preparation to make what became a Guinness Book of Records, the oldest person to hike rim to rim to rim in the Grand Canyon at 85 years old. And you said you really, I don't know if you were, it was going to be a challenge is the way I got out of it. So,
well, I wasn't joking. I was very serious. Some things, like paddling Mississippi River, I knew that I could do it if something didn't happen. I have control over it.
Right.
This time, I wasn't sure that I physically could do it, even if I had control over all the other factors. It's a very challenging, you know, in the half when you have to go up from Cottonwood and you got to go up to a mile high, gain a mile in altitude and go up to the North Rim and then come back down to sleep at Cottonwood where you started early that morning. That's what I was really afraid that I would not be able to do, was that section. As it turned out, I think that last mile going up was really tough.
Yeah, so
it got really sandy because, you know, they bring the mules down those trails. And,
yes, they do. Yeah.
It hadn't rained much out there, and so the dirt was just like walking on wet sand dry sand on the beach, and everybody's done that. So that was really, really hard. So that was the only thing that was really, really super challenging to me was that last mile.
That last mile, and so you did. So how long was the hike then total? It was how many miles?
Yeah, it was right at 48 miles, but it wasn't really the last mile. It was the last mile of the first 24 miles.
It was okay.
Because see, I had to turn around at the North Rim and go back to where I started.
Yes.
On the South Rim. That's what makes it a rim to rim to rim. See, there's 3 rims involved.
And you ended up in how many days?
I ended up doing it in 6 days.
In 6 days.
We camped in the canyon. I had a crew of 5 people with me, and we camped in the canyon for 5 nights at various locations.
And this was all the dates were. When was this now for our listeners that wondered? October the what? The 10th or what was it?
Well, I hiked out of the Bright Angel Trailhead at the South Rim just behind the lodge at 8:10 on the morning of the 5th of October 2020.
And then
walked out at that same location at 8:41 on the 10th.
Oh, it's amazing. Frank, you've listened to Dale's journeys. How do you describe this man? Wait, hold on now, Dale.
Because
hold on, Dale. Now I want to hear Frank Barton try to describe Dale Sanders.
I have described Dale to some friends of mine in the past, and I said, guys, I can tell you in a nutshell, he will make you feel inadequate.
Sorry.
And it's not his fault; it's our fault.
Yeah, did you hear what he said, Dale? He said it's not our fault; it's his fault. So,
but no, I follow Dale on through Facebook, and one of the things that that I remarked to some folks is how much detail he spends, how much planning to detail he does to this. I mean, when he gave what his backpack weighed, with everything that he was taking, and how much time he spent planning on what he was going to take and how much it was going to weigh. I remember watching all that.
And you got to realize he turned 85 in June, Dale, and I know that when you had the Guinness Book of Records people there to recognize it, and you have since found out that you are the oldest. Somebody might have done it that you didn't really know when they weren't doing the Guinness, but you have since found out that you are indeed the oldest person to ever do this. And so,
the Grand Canyon people researched it out for me and found out that they thought that this lady that was older actually only walked down the river and turned around and went back. So I'm recognized by the Grand Canyon Alliance and park people, as well as Guinness now. So
this is the fourth time.
It's not challenged anymore.
It's the fourth hike in the Grand Canyon for you. I did not realize that.
It's the fourth time I've been in the Grand Canyon. Wow. 3 times in that area, but I've also been to Havasu Falls.
You have, okay, and
down to and from Havasu down to the river. Yeah.
And folks, if you really need to go to Dale's Facebook page, and when you got there, you had these people behind you, and you did your dance. So tell my listeners this morning about the dance.
Well, I did it when that's the first time. I don't think I've ever done a dance at the start and at the end. But I meant to do my dance at the start this time, and I did.
Okay.
But then at the end, they demanded it to people. It was quite a crowd there, and everybody wanted to see the dance. So I had to do the Rod Wellington victory dance, is what I call it. I had to do it twice. It's stupid. It makes everybody laugh at me, and that's okay. That's part of the game,
Well, it shows, and you did it you still had all your gear on. I thought you might have taken it off and got a little more.
No, I had the backpack.
You had the backpack on too,
when
man.
I saw the video, I saw, man, that backpack's flying back and forth.
Yeah, it was, but so you've done this, and you've heard Frank talk about it and everything. Why do you do these things, Dale? Tell our listeners out there, because you're an inspiration to so many people. You've got as many Facebook followers as you can possibly have. You've got people that float down the river that come spend the night with you at your house and things along that line. But what makes Dale Sanders tick?
Well, certainly one thing is it's something nice to be active in retirement life. I'm never bored. But the real reason that I think I do so much competitive stuff my whole life, it goes way back to being
time in the Navy,
bullied in junior high and high school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at Split Lick, or what's the name of that town you're from? Lickety Split or what?
Not Split Lick, but Lick Skillet.
Lick Skillet. Okay. All right. So what makes you tick? Why do you do this? You're a competitor? Does that add to it? Or
I have been a competitor in competitive swimming, competitive springboard diving, competitive spearfishing, and competitive paddling now in hiking. I think I might go back to paddling though, but anyway, I have searched deep in my heart and mind to figure out why I do these things. They're really difficult, especially some of the stuff you got to train so long for too. And you get older, you have to train longer.
Oh, you're getting older?
Are you? I think it goes back to when I used to be bullied a lot.
Yeah.
In junior high, I really honestly think that.
I think that
in
too.
About the second year of high school, I got really good at acrobatics, and my partner and I used to go around and put on shows at the other high schools throughout the county. So when I got good at something, I was a bad student too, on top of being the smallest person in the class. So that's why they were bullied.
Yeah.
And, back in those days, even the principal just laughed by it.
Yes.
Nobody did anything.
Yeah.
My mother every once in a while would go out there and yell and scream a little bit, but it didn't do any good. It just made it worse, actually.
So you decided just.
But when I got good at doing acrobatics, all the bullying went away. So I think it deep in my subconscious mind, I felt if I can do things better than somebody else, the bullying will go. They will accept me better. It's probably a lot to do with selfish as well, but you put all three of those things together. That's why I do it.
Well, we're talking,
and also, I do them for a reason. When I paddled Mississippi River, it was for juvenile diabetes.
I know it.
I wanted to raise money for my grandniece is type 1, and I wanted to raise money to try to find a cure.
Well, you've done so much, Dale, and we're talking again. I wish we had more time. Dale Sanders of Bartlett, the Graybeard Adventurer. Just Google Dale Sanders and find his Facebook page, all the information. I kept up with him while he was on this journey because I was really, I wasn't concerned because I know this man long enough over the years to know that he'll push himself as best he can, but it's hard to realize sometimes that he's 85 years old. And Dale,
really? I don't think I'm that old, am I?
How old do you think you are, Dale? How old do you act like?
About 60.
There you go. Dale, you're an inspiration to so many people, and I sure wish you could be in the studio with us today. It would add so much to see that all that hair on your face and everything else. No, it just doesn't.
Well, the graybeard hair.
That's what you are, and but folks, really, Dale Sanders is an inspiration to a lot of us. I know, Frank, you feel the same as I do, that, as you say, he makes us feel inadequate for what we can do. But, Dale, take some time off. I don't want to know what you're doing next, but you'll be doing something. I don't know. You may do the Great River Crossing 15 times. I don't know. Something along that line, but
technically I'm supposed to be up doing, because I couldn't get into Canada. That's the reason I did the Grand Canyon.
I know it.
I'm technically supposed to be up doing the rest of the Eastern Continental Trail up in Canada, but there's something coming up. I just may postpone that another year and
another year. You'll only be 86 next year. I mean, what's a year? I don't know. Come on now. So, Dale, thank you, buddy. I wish you could be here with us, but that's the Dale, our own Dale Sanders, the Graybeard Adventurer. Congratulations, Dale, and we'll stay in touch. Okay, buddy?
Thanks, all you guys. Appreciate
all right, thanks. All right, let's take a break. Be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.